I kind of wanted to keep it sample.
A.Spen that back.
What's good? It's your girl A.Spen and I'm back. I know it's feel like it's been years, but it's only been a few months. I had to take some time off, I had to get my mind right. It's just been a lot of crazy stuff going on in the world right now, and I just wasn't inspired to, make music no more. And that's a crazy thought for me, because I thought that, this is something I love to do, and it brought me so much joy and passion. So I had to take a minute and refocus and get my mind right so I could come back and bring y'all these fresh beats, okay? With that being said, shout out to my boy L.Dre. So I just recently found him on YouTube. He been doing a lot with Cymatics, which is a group that I'm super familiar with. I use a lot of their samples. I actually downloaded the Chaos sample pack, and I'm going to be entering into that beat contest. I'm going to be making a beat. That'll be my next video. So I found L.Dre, and I was watching this YouTube video, and he is a dope lo-fi producer. If y'all don't follow him, if y'all don't know who he is, go check him out. But he and Larry Ohh dropped this sample pack, 100K lo-fi sample pack. It's free. I'll put the link in the description so you could go download it if you want to. Yeah, so I'm just super grateful to Larry Ohh and L.Dre for dropping this, and it's got some nice gems on there. So I took this sample pack and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna make me a nice little lo-fi beat, and I'm gonna just show y'all how I made this beat. And I called it Applegate. It was fitting, because that's where I was. I got some inspiration, I found my happy place. I took my kayak out, got in the water, got a little sunburnt, but hey, it's all good. And so I just got my Machine MK3 running into my SP404S6 and out to my speakers. So here's the Larry Ohh and L.Dre sample pack, and I believe I used L.Dre's Melodies folder. Yeah, I like that. It's like a nice little calm vibe. It reminded me of being at the water with the kayak. So I took that sample and I was like, all right, boom, we're gonna get that in. So I took that, I chopped that up in my sampler and made some samples out of that. So something real simple. I only did 4 slices, and then I applied that to my next pad over here, which is this one. So now I got it how I wanted. I could play with it and, make the melodies that I want, like. So yeah, that's what I got for the melody. So we can go to scene 1. This is the beginning of the song, and then I just did something basic like this.
A.Spen that back.
And then my BPM is at 80. It's kind of a nice lo-fi vibe. That's kind of where I like to have my BPMs, is to be between 80, 95, sometimes 100, but for my lo-fi, I usually stick to 80. I put a little filter on it because, I love the low-pass filters on my samples to give it a nice little lo-fi vibe. And so now for the drums, which also came from the L.Dre pack. He has some drums in here. I got one of these that was already at 80 BPMs. All right, that's the one. That's the one. So we took that drum loop and combined it with my melodies loop, both from L.Dre. So Larry Ohh has these textures in his folder. So I took the It's called splash pad texture, which it sounds like people at a splash pad, sound like people at the lake in the water having a good time. Yeah, so that was the vibes I was on while I was at the lake, so I thought that was very appropriate. I took Larry Ohh's One Shot Spacey Uplifter, and then I put it in right before my drums came in. And then I also added the splash pad on the second scene, so it sounds like this. So that's it for scene 3. Then I let the drums come in. So for the drums, I put a little saturator on them so they could bump a little harder, you know. I like my 808s to be knocking. You know me. That sounds like this. First of all, let me tell you the vocals that I got. So on scene 2 right here, this is the Sia kit, which is, let's see if I can find it right here. It came from the Community Drive pack that Native Instruments just released. It's free. I'll also link that below. I done made some real dope beats with the Community Drive pack, so I want to shout out Native Instruments for that. Thank y'all for releasing that. The Sia vocals are A1. I really like Sia, so I was super impressed by them having her vocals on here. Let's see if I can. I chose to use this one. So shout out to Sia. So I came through with the Sia vocals and I'm like, oh, okay. Alright, so got them vocals, put it in with my drums, my melody, and my little background textures combined. This is what that sounds like. Cool. So what I wanted to do was I wanted to layer some stuff up. I just chopped up the melody real nice and I brought in some different chop. I also brought in one more vocal sample, which just is...
In the 1970s, New York graffiti, rapping, and breaking became the prime expressions of a new young people subculture called hip-hop.
And so I chopped up that sample. I got the last hip-hop.
In the 1970s, New York...
So I wanted to have that come in. When I let the drums go, I had this sample come in. And then I had that hip-hop to kind of help bring my drums back in on the next scene, which sounds like this. Some real nice hip-hop drums, and that's why I kind of wanted to do the little hip-hop sample. And this is just the same drum beat, but I just put a delay on it. So that's why I got kind of that double kick, which I like. So yeah, that's just the same drum pack. I just put some beat delay on it, and that's how we got that. Sounding like a banger here. Yeah, so I just kind of wanted to keep it short and sweet. I just wanted to really showcase the L.Dre and Larry Ohh sample pack. I tried to use mainly their samples besides the Sia vocal and other hip-hop vocal. Other than that, I pretty much stuck to all of the samples that was in that sample pack, and
A.Spen that back.
you know, I had to throw my little spin that back on there. And yeah, so let's play the full song.
A.Spen that back.
In the 1970s, New York graffiti, rapping, and breaking became the prime expression of a new young people subculture called hip-hop.
A.Spen that back.
So there it is. That's the beat. That's how I made it. If you want to check out these samples, click the links below. Download them. Comment. Let me know what y'all think. Let me know if y'all made a beat. We out. A.Spen.
A.Spen that back.